Hi, hello, my name is Discat. This is Project Hardcover, where we're letting books be the escape. Hello, lovelies, and welcome to my 2016 Booktube-A-Thon TBR. That's right, it's that time of year again, time for the collective of the Booktube community to come together in epicness. Yes, this is my now third year in a row doing Booktube-A-Thon, and while I did not win last year, I did win my very first year, and I intend to reclaim that first year glory. I intend to win this year. There is like no reason in the world why I shouldn't win. So for those of you who don't know, Booktube-A-Thon is a week-long reading marathon that happens here on the Booktubes and on Twitter every summer. This year it is taking place from July 18th through the 24th. This event is hosted by the lovely Ariel Bassett, and I will leave links to literally all of the Booktube-A-Thon goodness down in the description for your perusal. So per usual, every year for Booktube-A-Thon we are gifted a list of reading challenges for us to sort of create our TBRs around, and I think I have created a really good one this time. It doesn't seem too daunting. There are a lot of books on it that I have been meaning to read for the longest time, and I'm really excited about, so let's just hurry up and get started. The first challenge of the Booktube-A-Thon is the classic color challenge. The read a book with blank color on the cover, and this year's color is yellow. So for this challenge, I have chosen to read The Haters by Jessie Andrews. Yes, so I read Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, I believe last year, maybe the year before, I can't remember, but I read it and I thought it was hilarious. So when I heard that Jessie Andrews was coming out with another book, I knew that I absolutely had to go out and get it and read it. I don't entirely know what this is about. I think it's about high school band geeks. I think so, but don't quote me. I kinda want to go into this blind. I, for the most part, went into Me and Earl and the Dying Girl blind, and it pleasantly surprised me, so I'm hoping the same thing will occur here. Our second challenge for the Booktube-A-Thon is to read a book only after sunset. That means we are only allowed to read this book in the dark of night. Now, if you want to finish this book all in one night, or continue it over the course of the entire week, all of the nights, that is your choice. But point is, you cannot read it during the daylight hours. And for this, I have decided to go with Death of Bees by Lisa O'Donnell. So this is a book that I have had on my shelf for at least 3 years. It is a book that I heard about, I believe, on Bookler. I believe someone listed it on their TBR list like 3 years ago, and it looked interesting, so I decided to go out and get it. I don't know too much about what this book is about either. I do know it is about two girls who have just buried their parents in their backyard, and we kinda don't know why. But I am very interested to find out why, so I want to read this. Also, a book where children bury their parents sounds like it has the potential to have a creepiness factor, so it sounds like a pretty good book to only read at night. The third challenge for the Booktube-A-Thon is to read a book that you discovered through Booktube, and for that I have decided to go with Salt of the Sea by read-a-thon. So I discovered read-a-thon as a whole through Booktube. When I first started Booktube, I heard about Between Shades of Grey, and I went out and I bought it, and I still haven't read it. And I didn't have any intentions of going out and buying this book, again because I haven't read any of read-a-thon's other books that I already own, so I was just going to hold off on this one until I read one of the other ones, but literally everyone on Booktube read this and just went completely crazy over it. Just amazing reviews. So I had to go out and buy it. This book is a historical fiction book. That's kind of read-a-thon's, you know, MO. This one takes place during World War II and is about one of the most tragic boat sinkings, like, in world history. I believe that's what it's about, and it's told in multiple perspectives, and again, just everyone says it is absolutely fantastic, but that it will break your face with tears, so you know what? Bring it on. I am ready for face tear breakingness. I'm ready for it. The fourth challenge of the Booktube-A-Thon is to read a book by one of your all-time favorite authors, and for this I have decided to go with Lament, which is the first book in the Fairy Queen's Deception duology by my wonderful, amazing, beloved Maggie Stiefvater. Yes, so Maggie Stiefvater is probably now officially my second favorite author of all time, and this duology, these are the last books by her that I have not yet read. So I really, really, really want to get to these. I also really don't know what this is about. I obviously know that it's about fairies, but pretty much that's like the only thing that I know. And these are the very first books that Maggie ever had published, so it will be interesting to see where one of my all-time favorite authors got their start. The fifth challenge for the Booktube-A-Thon is to read a book that is older than you, and for this I have decided to go with Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. So, I cannot remember when exactly, but at some point in school I did have to read this book, but here's the thing. I remember like none of it. So when I saw this challenge and I realized that this pretty much means that I have to read a classic, I decided that this was going to be the one. The basic premise of this book is that it takes place in a sort of dystopian world where firefighters are not exactly what they are in our day in society. They are people who burn books. And this follows the story of one said firefighter, and it talks about things like censorship and of course the whole dystopian, kind of corrupt government nonsense. So I'm excited to reread this, and hopefully I will retain all of it this time around. The sixth challenge for the Booktube-A-Thon is a throwback to the first year that I did Booktube-A-Thon, and it is to read and watch a Booktube movie adaptation. So you read the book and then you watch the movie. And for this, I have decided to go with Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. So, if you have been watching my videos for like the past 2 years, I think in 2014 I swore to the booktube at large that I was going to start this series before the year was over, but I didn't. And then definitely in 2015 I said that I was going to begin this series before the year was over, and then I also proceeded to not do the thing again. So this year I am bound and determined to start this series. So many people love and rave about this series all the time, and I have no idea what they're talking about, and it drives me absolutely nuts. So I intend to read the book, and then I will watch the movie, though I have not heard great things about the movie, but I will give it a shot. I will do it for you. I will do it for you, Booktube. I will read and watch this. And then, of course, the seventh and final challenge of the Booktube-A-Thon is to read 7 books in a week, and to accomplish that, I just picked a book off my shelf that I have been meaning to read for the longest time, and tentatively it is Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. I say tentatively because, Unravel Me by Tara Mafi just keeps giving me side-eye from my shelf, so I don't know if it's going to beat this one out. It might. I don't know. I'm not making any promises. But at this point in time, I'm going to go with Amy and Roger's Epic Detour because I have been meaning to read this since I started on Booktube. Like, guys, this is one of the very first books that Booktube, ever recommended to me. And Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson is, one of my all-time favorite contemporary novels of all time. So, seriously, I should have been on this train forever ago. As best of my knowledge, this book is about a young girl named Amy whose father has just died, and now she has to tote all of his belongings across country. So she enlists, I believe, her best friend, he might possibly be her ex-boyfriend, I don't remember, to help her make this journey across country. And of course, just epic, summery, road trip romance ensues, and it sounds like a really great time, so I really want to get to this. And that is it. That is my TBR for the Booktube-A-Thon tentatively. Like I said, there are some things that are subject to change, but for the most part, I think I'm happy with how this looks. I am just so super excited to get back into Booktube-A-Thoning. Last year I was busy, so I didn't get to fully enjoy it, but hopefully this year I will. I'll be able to participate in all of the video challenges and all of the Twitter sprints, and it will just be a glorious, great time. I am so very excited and hyped for it. I am here for it. Let me know down in the comments what books you are planning on reading for Booktube-A-Thon. Have you participated in Booktube-A-Thon before? Have you won? Let me me know all of these good things down in the comment place, and we will just geek out about it and talk about it and just greatness. This is gonna be so much fun. Just, I'm so excited for this. Like, can you see? I'm having issues wording because I'm very, very excited. As always, thanks you guys for watching. I will see you next time, and remember, books are the escape.